So, hello everyone. Welcome to the group monthly Akashic meditation for the 1st of May. And for the month of May, this is a special day because we are getting into the cosmic Akash on Buddha Purnima. This is a day when we celebrate the birth, the enlightenment, and the passing away of Gautam Buddha. So there's a little bit of a story preface before we get in, and this feels like a very organic foundation to everything that is to come during our journey today. So, as all of you know, Gautam Buddha, his name was Siddhartha. He was a prince, and he was living a very beautiful princely life. And he did have this moment when he wanted to understand the true nature of suffering. He wanted to find true enlightenment of what it is to be a human, what it is to be a soul, a living being. And so he left his palatial life, his domestic life, and he went off to find truth. And as he went off to find truth, he worked two extremes. The first extreme was that whole part of his life where he was a prince and he did all these princely things. He had everything that he needed. And the second part was where after he left his palace, he started to go on these severely self-punishing kind of journeys to find out the true meaning of life, of enlightenment, and be in that state of enlightenment. And he stopped eating food. He did not give himself any kind of comfort. He was on a very extreme journey, and through that extreme penance, he realized that he was not going to find enlightenment. There was this beautiful story of when he was under the Bodhi tree, and he was just so frail that a lady who was passing by, she looked at him and she really felt so much compassion for him. She brought him food, she fed him, and she said, you really need to take care of yourself. So he needed that, otherwise he would have probably left his body because of that level of suffering. And he realized that that was probably not his path. So then he went off on this path where he said, okay, this time I'm going to try it in a different way. This time I'm not going to be attached to either the luxuries of life or the penance of life, and be right in the middle. And I want to understand the true nature of suffering. I will not open my eyes. I will not move from this place and position until I really find the true meaning of suffering. This was a period, and on a full moon night, he sat and he started to examine all his inner thoughts, and he was challenged with the greatest illusions of suffering. And he understood the layers of what is illusion and what is truth, and truth was really in the middle, really that middle path. How he received enlightenment, what did enlightenment look like for him? Buddha has always been very silent about it in all of sacred texts. And in the morning, he was enlightened, and then he became this great teacher that has walked on our planet. So I wanted to welcome his energy with this story, and I have goosebumps. It's so exciting. He does come in from time to time in an Akashic journey just to give a word or an insight or just his presence, and then he leaves. So this time he has invited us to journey together, and I'm just so grateful we get to do this. So we will start with this journey, acknowledging his journey and the path that he lived as an ascended master, coming and incarnating in physical form, and then releasing himself into the higher ascension process through his physical body, and doing that consciously to show us that it is possible in the human body to be enlightened. And he created the blueprint for us so that we can expand. So allowing yourself to really just come and collect yourself in this moment. If possible, rest your back. Actually, I recommend, please rest your back. Only focusing on your breath in this moment, which in Buddhism is called Anapanasati, the meeting place between the out-breath and the in-breath, and the cycle that it goes into. Allowing yourself to experience this breathing. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to analyze, interpret. Just observe. As you continue to breathe, there is a shining light that is passing through your crown chakra, passing through your heart, going down through your root chakra, and that below your feet is connecting with the earth, with Pachamama, with Mama Gaia, with Bhumi Mata. And then as it's going up, this energy line is going out through your crown and anchoring itself with source energy. Now, each of us are in our own individual energetic containers, and we invite each of our individual guides to come and journey with us, guide us in this journey, in this process. And we, as a collective, coming together through the connection with our higher chakras, these chakras above our crown chakra, where no distortion exists, as in the physical realm, and connecting with that in a sacred container that is guarded by the guardians of the galaxy, wink wink, and creation. Now we invite masters, teachers, guides, and loved ones to come in and be a part of this collective circle, and each of us individually experiencing that too. Only the highest vibrations of love and light are in this space, and all objects in this space. And we are all in this beautiful, even more enhanced cloud-like energy. And within this cloud-like energy, there are so many codes. There are so many golden codes written, and each code has a musical note to it. And some of these codes look like faces and kind of drawings, like hieroglyphics, but they don't exactly look Egyptian. It's a new language that I'm witnessing through this channel. So bringing in these beautiful codes, and each one of you are now being a conduit. You are now receiving specific codes that are most benevolent for you, most beneficial for you. Each code is this golden glittering light, and it's almost like stars coming together in constellations, but they are forming a certain character. After all, we're all made of stardust, and a part of you was a star once, or in the eternity of time is still a star. Now we are being bathed with these golden codes. Every part of the body, especially now, the throat chakra is being activated, and the third eye, throat chakra, third eye, heart, and crown. There is a dance with these higher chakras today for clearing any distortions, illusions, as well as balancing and downloading greatest codes of your highest blueprint in this timeline. So many words, and that's okay if much of it is not processed by the conscious mind. Allow it to be received as it is coming. Anasala Hishana Sarashula Hitakanasa Hasha. As we are in the records now, Yalana Shurukuna Sharanasa. We are blessed with this beautiful, radiant being coming through a golden orb. As he steps in, we know him as the Buddha. Yanashulana Shiranaka. This energy clarifies that he is not just Gautam Buddha. He is not just Prince Siddhartha or that one emanation. He is all emanations of Buddha. This is the embodiment through ascended mastery. Yanala Shinakura Natukuna Sharanala Hina Sarasha. This embodiment contains all the codes for transmutation and alleviation of any suffering Yanashulana Siarana Shuko. Any mental field distortions are now here and poised for alignment. Ya Hianashurunu Lanashu Itakanasha Asa. Now, this beautiful being is taking us in his soul's journey. And this is metaphorical, symbolic, as well as real reported occurrences in the galactic Akash, Earth Akash, and beyond. Yana Saralana Shui Sanasha Asaraka. We are being taken into this beautiful awe. The invitation is to step in. Fear may come up. Yalana Shuranaka, or excitement may come up. Na Salashya Nasa Masalam Yashurunutu Kuranala Sianashu. As you step into this awe, through, with, and without all thoughts, there is a showering, there is a light shower that is occurring. This light energy is washing every aspect of your physical and all beingness. Nasaranashu Rusunulunu Kutaranasha. All your chakras, Yanashurana Salanashuku. We have infinite chakras. Yanashulunu Shuruno Tukonoshunuku. But we only need the 7 to be in this physical reality for basic functioning. Alana Shurunuku Runushuku. But just as only one organ is not enough for the whole body to function, just feeling that only 7 chakras are enough for us, for our whole soul to complete its knowing, is that comparison. Yalana Shunukura Nashulanaka. And it's obviously not a match. Nashunaka, the right match is all levels of your consciousness are awakening in this present moment. Yalana Shunakarana Shurana Sahasara Sahashara Salana Shurana Surunupuraka. There are so many Arcturian frequencies in this energy. Nasalana Shurunukurana Tukunu Shunukuruku. And how interesting is this? Many parts of our planet, most of the major areas where Buddhism is followed, I do find these souls come from Arcturus or Andromeda constellation. So there is that combination coming through. And these frequencies are also a part of this collective Buddha energy. Nasurunu shula nasurunu kushu itana shana salahayana shana sa. Now, one of the teachings of Buddha is coming through. And within this teaching, this stepping away from a very attached point of view of the cosmos is the most sacred way to witness and observe the cosmos. So being able to observe, but without the brain, without the mind, without the heart. So there is a dispassionate observation. Lana shurunuku shana karanaka. It is neither exhilaration nor apathy. Yana shurulunu shiatana shahasara. It is the sacred nothingness. Yana shurulana tukunu shu anasarashaha. This is a code that has been here within your heart all this while, and yet it was too scary to be in nothingness. Nalana shurunuku shara, the need to fill silences with words. Yalana shurunuku ranasui natakalana, the need to fill stillness with a checklist of tasks to do. Nasalana shuru su nasalana shu asarana shuka, the need to define a relationship where the definition is still evolving. Nasu nashulanaka is this beautiful mind's tendency to fill meaning where it sees emptiness or nothingness. Nashulunu shurunuku tanarasa. So Buddha is standing beside you now. Nasara Shanaka, beautiful being, great being. You have done nothing wrong and you have missed nothing by being in nothingness. Nasarasha, let that sink. Yashanasa, you have lost nothing by being in nothingness. Nasula shurunu surutu kurana suishahasa. Iala natukurunu shuina surunu kusha. Iana salanaka. For everything has come out of nothing anyway. Yalana Akasha, and will return into nothing. Yalana Akasha. So this is also a story of how even the Akashic realm is a part of something or everything that has come out of nothingness. Yana Shuru Lunushura Sanataka. So that's the depth in simplicity. Yana Shuru Nukusha. Yalana Saranashu. So we are now traveling through the galactic stories of Buddha. Nasarana Shalanaka. He has never revealed these stories because of the attachment to meaning. Nasuruluno Shui Sanasha. But he does understand the importance of parables and anecdotes for teaching, and he is quintessential great teacher of the cosmos. Yana Sulu Nushunku, not by being an individual who is a teacher, but being the archetype of the collective teacher in the cosmos. Yana Shurunuku, for the Buddha has lost all individual personification and identity by being a part of the great, by being a part of nothingness, which is greatness and nothingness. Yala Nashura Nasa. These are really high dimensional codes, but this is also a remembrance. Now there is a certain sorting that is happening within your field. Nasurunuko, great soul, beautiful soul. What worries you? What pains you? Nasura Nashui Sara. It is not the thing in itself, it is the meaning, the interpretation, the analysis you are giving to it. Nasula Shura Nasu Asha. And within this meaning that you are giving, I am now here to collect it in the basket I have. This is so he's wearing this ochre color, some kind of a textile. It is cotton, so it's this ochre fabric that he's wearing, and he's creating like a small little basket out of it. It's called a joli in Hindi. So he's creating this joli, and within this joli he asks you to give him with love all interpretations, all analysis, all meaning making of what you are observing right now. Nasara Shunuku, this person, this place, this thing that has come into your mind. Nasara Shunuku Rasa, the feelings that it has come with, the associations it has brought with. Yala Nashurasa, I ask you to give all of that to me in my joli. Yana Surunuku Shalana Sara. Remember, in the Bhikshu culture, if you say you're not going to give or you don't have anything to give, the saint or the monk goes for the whole day without eating, without receiving anything. If they receive one no, they take it as a sign from the cosmos that they don't need to be fed today. That's the decision of the cosmos. And so this is an invitation that you don't let them go without receiving. Give them something. Give it with your heart. Give it with this passion. Nasara Shunukulara. Every interpretation that you have made about this particular situation in your mind that has been walking with you, Nasalana Shuruku, like a backpack that you never want to get rid of. You're not opening or releasing it. You're just carrying it and wearing it everywhere you go. It's time to give this backpack into his joli. Ya Shurunu Suluna Sharana Sara. Now he's collecting all of this from the collective, and he has transmuted that into nothingness. Nasala Shunu Saranashu Asaras. Yanasa. And because you all like meaning, you all like interpretation and the clicking and making sense of things, there is an offering here. Even your greatest scientists have said, 99.99999999999% of the cosmos is empty space and nothingness. Yalana shuru sunukura kasha ata. And even when you look at your cells, even if you go down deeper and deeper into the parts of the cell, into the atoms, go as deep as possible into the subatomics, you will still find that the matter and empty space is disproportionate. It is in this almost proportion, 99.999999999, and a few more nines. Yalana percent is empty space, and that 0.000000000000001% is matter. Yalana shurunukusha. So the things that matter are so little compared to the things that we carry. Yalana shu sara. If I asked you to carry light luggage with you, very light, what would be those things that you would strip away from yourself today, beautiful soul? Nasya shushara lana shurasa. Would you give me your pain because that is not you? Would you give me your fears because that is not you? Would you give me your achievements because that is also not you? And would you give me your grief because that is also not you? You can't lose what you never had. Nasura shalana shulurasa. Yana shulana karanaka. Yashunukula halashu. Yasunuku. Yasunuku. Now a deeper layer of surrender is being offered. Even the layer of perception, the meaning of this, the meaning of that, the analysis of this, the analysis of that, the deeper symbols of this, the interpretation of that. Let it go, beautiful soul. Let it go. Yana saranashu, isaranashu a. Isaranashu a. Isaranashu a. As you release all of these, and with the help of these codes that your soul already recognizes, Nasalana. Now let me invite you to this Bodhi tree. Yashanasara. Please sit, oh please sit. And as I sit under the Bodhi tree with you, I share with you some parables of creation. Nasarasha Nasarasha. Nasarana Suleya Shunukura Nasara. Yasara. I am. There is nothing before or after to explain that. I simply am. And this is not a definition of me, so you can understand me. This is a definition of you, so you can understand you. Yala shunukurasa inasarasa. For I have always said, everyone, every single one that I have met is enlightened except me. And that is how I deal with the troubles that I have faced, with the disappointments that I have had. For I know there is so much for me to know, and yet nothing is important for me to know. The only thing that is important for me to know is to be in this nothingness. Yashunu Salana Shura, my invitation to you, beautiful soul. How much can you embrace this nothingness in your life? Yasurana Shurana Sonasha. And now I stream it and braid it with the Akashic realm that brings you something. Nasalasha. But I can only share this with you if you will allow it to be nothing. Yashanasa. And when you allow it to be nothing, anything can be. And the true meaning can come. And speak with your heart. Speak with your soul. Yashasashana. And truth spoken this way, allowed this way to come through you and to walk through you, pass through you, is the truth that liberates. Yashunu Suruna. You're not living in the same time as I lived in on your planet as you knew me. Ya no surukuna, you're living in at the time of great mastery of creation. This is not a time for you to wait for one person to be a master and learn from. This is a time for you to be your own mastery. Yashu Hasasha, Yasu Hasasha, Yasu Hasasha. Halana Shuasa. Give me your bhiksha. Give me your charity. Yana Surasha. Once upon a time, long, long ago, there lived nothingness. Nothingness was in love with being, and yet it did not know what love is because it was only being. And so it split itself into perceptions and fractals, like the 7 rays of light coming out through a prism. That is still just an illusion after all. And as this prism released these colors, this beingness, this nothingness became a choice. And within each of these 7 rays of light, there was a choice to be the light and to be nothing, to be the light and to be nothing. And this way, creation started to expand. And the enlightenment is not about gaining or attaining. It is about remembering without interruption. The interruptions and the thought, the thought field, the mind field is what creates distortions of separation and pain and suffering. Nala nashurunu. Or even suffering is a distortion. Yashura sala, Yashura sala, Yanasa. So when you become nothing, you become enlightened because that's what you were always, and you are returning to who you are. So you are always becoming nothingness. And this is your journey from birth to death, to rebirth to death, to rebirth to death, and all the transitions in between. To just know your true nature is that one stream of nothingness that travels through all of these cycles of you. And I don't mean death from this lifetime in a physical body. You have been experiencing so many deaths and rebirths within this life already. This is about the deaths and rebirths within you, within this part of you that wants to define who you are, wants to define who others are, and what life is. Yashura lana shurasa. And when this definition is complete, you can choose any path. One path is to really find all the meanings, all the interpretations, analyze everything to the tiniest piece, and then come up with enlightenment. Or to analyze nothing and also come into enlightenment. Or you can walk the middle path, where you know a little, you don't know a little. And there is this stream of nothingness that still walks with you. This is the story of you, beautiful soul. This is how you were created. Yana Sala Sharan Murasa. And in that fabric of creation, does it really matter which star system you come from, which nationality on this planet you come from, which planetality, if that's a word, you come from in the galaxy, or whichever realm you come from? It doesn't matter, because you are everything and you're connected with everything through nothingness. Allow that to be that gap, that conduit where pregnant movement occurs. Within that, all possibilities are existent. That is the nothingness, and nothingness is the pregnant pause which has all possibilities to birth. And you can choose and consciously, intentionally create many pathways, or you can just let go and follow the stream of nothingness. This is the golden thread, beautiful soul, that connects you from one moment to another, one relationship to another, one lifetime to another. Just follow this golden thread of nothingness, and we had to just make it golden so that you could recognize this is nothingness in all the noise of so many thingnesses that you have. Our mind is beautiful, isn't it? It creates these beautiful illusions, distortions, and sometimes not so beautiful illusions, and sometimes not so beautiful distortions. Why does this nose sit on your face in this shape? And why do your eyes see through the world in these colors? Many of you see it through rose-tinted colors. Many of you see it through the darker shades. And yet, in the whole meaning of it all, you do return to nothingness from which you came. Our beautiful Arcturian guides are here. They are here holding this space in silence. You may feel a presence around you at the moment. This is this beautiful being, this divine being that has always loved you. Nasa, that understands you, that has seen all aspects of you and recognizes the nothingness in you too, and honors the nothingness in you. La Sanashi. And the best way to learn is to teach. And so the best way to understand nothingness is to see it in another. So this Arcturian guide, this guide coming in from another star system, Arcturus, is here standing in front of you. You've been with this guide before. This guide walks with you whenever you need to. This guide helps you with life reviews, healing, and being balanced with your mind. Yasarasha. Nasa Yasa. If you can, look into the eyes of this being, or hold the simple intention of understanding this being. Nasa Lasha Nasa. And you don't understand them for the good qualities or the bad qualities. You just understand them for them being. Yanasa Lasha. Yanasa. Yanasa. Even if your mind is struggling with meaning, your soul is perfectly understanding this, because your soul is nothingness after all. Yanasa Lasha. Allow this guide to follow you, to guide you, and to walk with you. Nasala Shuna Surunu Shahasa. As you explore the layers of nothingness. Nasala Shuna Surunasha. Nalana Shunasa. Now the goosebumps come in. Now the lump in the throat comes in with the understanding that nothingness is so profound. Nasalana Shvisanasha. Without making any additional meaning or any deliberate meaning out of anything, life is beautiful. Without any added flavors, any dimensions, any perspectives, life in itself is beautiful. You are this life. You are this beautiful soul. Without any additions, you are beautiful. Yana Salashu Rasanashu Nasara. Allowing a few moments of silence. Simply focusing on your breath with the greatest simplicity you've ever shown. You are now being returned into your physical bodies, into your physical reality matrix. Or matrices. Allow yourself now to feel this love, and in its simplicity, becoming aware of your breath and your body in which this breath moves. We pause here for a few moments because the middle path, the balance, is about this embodiment of nothingness. So we stay here in these few moments simply to be. So much is releasing, so much is balancing. Every aspect of you where the pendulum has been swinging one way or another, a divine light is bringing them into alignment, right in the middle. Not caring too much, not caring too little. Not working too much, not working too little. Not trying too much, not trying too little. Not loving too much or loving too little. Not communicating too much or communicating too little. Not seeing too much or seeing too little. Of consuming too much or consuming too little. Of dreaming too much or dreaming too little. Of needing too much or needing too little. Bringing this all to a balance. Right in the middle. And that's always the answer. Always come back to this, right in the middle. That's stripping away all the illusions and distortions so that you can be who you naturally are, the enlightened being that you are. Now, many of you are worried about your future. What will this transpire to be? You're still moving away. You're being in the past or the future. You're not being here. And with the understanding of how you're dancing with this in the Akashic realm, we are now opening the future timelines. Yana Sarana Shurana. Don't go to the one on the left. Don't go to the one on the right. Don't go to the one that's diagonal. Don't go to the curvy one, the twisted one. Go to the one that's right in the middle. That's it. That's it. Yana Salash. And this is not an intentional, deliberate thing. The path is making you walk on it like a treadmill. Nasaja. You just walk where you are, and the path walks you. You don't walk the path. Yala Nashurasanash. Things are beginning to move and become alive. Things that were dying or overactivated are now becoming alive again. Nasala Nashuraka. So many facets of you are opening now, and you are blossoming now. You are the lotus with 1,000 petals. You are the living lotus with 1,000 petals. Nasarashu Nasaras. Yanasa. I am you and you are me. And we are this one nothingness. Yanasalanasha. Therefore, nothing is great and nothing is abhorrent. Everything is what it is. And within that, truth emerges. This is about showing up at the location and just waiting there, letting whatever needs to unfold. This is us, the Buddha, guiding you to walk that path and be okay with not knowing, because it is nothingness after all. Within that not knowing, walking with this balance. Yana Sarashanas. We as Buddha ask you once again to focus on your breath. Now becoming aware of your body. Wiggling your hands, wiggling your toes. Rubbing your hands. Cupping your eyes. Before you open your eyes, feeling this beautiful showering white silver light of the full moon of enlightenment falling on you now. In the state, not completely in meditation, not completely out, right in the middle. Yana Sarashvasa. And this beautiful white light, sparkly white light, very subtly sparkling and very subtly pearlescent. This is allowing you the wish and the granting of whatever boon you want, Nasalana Shuraka. And yet the highest alignment is to just let it flow through you, not knowing what it will do. Nasa, not attaching any meaning to it. Nasalash. And this is opening your timelines. This is opening your realities to the highest original path that you came with, that sacred intention your soul chose before you came in this incarnation, or in the eternity of time where you are now. And when you feel ready, you can slowly, again connecting with your breath, open your eyes, take your time. Yeah, now.